Hello, my name is Shavondra McCarter. I am here to do the Equifax data breach, the case study in the cybersecurity failure for my CYB 300 class. And I wanted to introduce the course, the case study. So, in this case study, we'll explore the Equifax data breach, one of the most significant cybersecurity incidents in recent history. We'll examine the root cause, the preventative measures, risk exposure, financial and reputational damage, and the recommendations to prevent similar breaches. So the root cause for the Equifax breach in 2017 was primarily due to a failure to patch a known vulnerability in the Apache Struct web application framework. Despite a patch being available in March 2017, Equifax did not apply it properly. This was an oversight where the attackers were able to exploit the vulnerability and gain access to the sensitive data. My little diagram here in the bottom right corner shows a little structure web application. So some preventative measures to prevent some of the breaches, such breach. We can do timely patch management, implement a robust system to apply security patches properly, regular security audits, employee training, response plan. Pretty much just develop and regularly update an incident response strategy. For the regular security audit, conduct frequent audits to identify and remediate vulnerabilities. The employee training educates staff on cybersecurity best practices. And then for the timely patch management, implement a robust system to apply security patches promptly. So I do have some risk exposure that we can go over. The risk exposure, the breach exposed personal information, approximately 147 million individuals. Their social security numbers were exposed, their names were exposed, the date of births, address, in some cases, the driver's license numbers were exposed. A lot of that information can be exposed. It's usually called PII, which is personally identifiable information. And a lot of that information is exposed when you're going online, putting in your personal information on an unsecure website. A lot of that can happen, especially with this type of breach in the Equifax. So the financial and reputational damage looks like Equifax faced significant consequences. They had to do a $700 million settlement. The company agreed to settle of up to 700 million with the FTC, CFPB, and the states. And then they did a loss of public trust. Trust in Equifax erode, leading to customers increased scrutiny. And then the leadership changes. So a lot of resignation from the CEO, the CIO, and the CSO resigned from the company following the breach. And then we have the recommendations to prevent further breaches. We have the implementation where we can implement strong access controls, ensure only authorized personnel can access sensitive data, encrypt sensitive data, prevent data at risk in which transit, and then we have monitor system continuously. Use intrusive detection system to identify suspicious activities. Last but not least, we do have the engage in threat intelligence sharing, collaborate with other organizations to stay informed about emerging threats. And in my conclusion, we have the Equifax data breach underscores the critical importance of proactively preventing these type of breaches. We can do the cybersecurity measurements. Organizations must prioritize timely patching, employee training, and robust incident response planning to safeguard sensitive information and maintain public trust. And that just looks like breach was preventable with that information. Proactive security prevents data and reputation. Stay informed, stay secure on all of personal information that is being used in the personal computer on unsecure websites. And thank you so much for your time for this presentation.